Welcome to another edition of Sticks-n-Stones. I'm your host, Brent Elrod, coming to you from the cozy confines here on the patio at the No Shoes Bar and Grill, deep in the heart of the Republic of Texas. And I think I spoke a little too soon last week. Summer has reared its ugly head again, and it was like 99 yesterday and supposed to be about the same today. So it's hot once again. I guess that was like false fall. Hopefully it'll make a return soon and we'll get down back to a pleasant 90. So, but anyway, I have a great show lined up for you today. I am pairing an Oliva Series V Maduro with Texas's own Treaty Oak Day Drinker Texas Bourbon. Now, that's a great name. Hey, who doesn't like day drinking, I think it's going to be a great matchup. So right after this, we are going to pop the cork, cut the stick, and get to toasting. Now, this particular Series V is a 6x52 on the ring gauge, and it is a double Toro that visually, it's a beautiful stick. It's got minimal veining, but they are fairly pronounced, the ones that are there. The seams are, it's about, I'd say, 50-50. The seam spirals up the stick, and about the middle half of the stick, you can see the seam, but it is tight, so it's good construction. It is a beautiful, just beautiful chocolate brown, and typical to Oliva. I would say it is probably flawless construction, and it's got a triple cap. Now, the filler in this particular stick is a blend of Nicaraguan Jalapa Ligueros. The binder is Nicaraguan. The regular Series V uses a sun-grown Habano. Now on the nose, I get leather, sort of kind of a barnyard, stables kind of aroma. Some slight kind of dark berry undertones like blackberries, blueberries, maybe. I don't think it's really going to like stone fruit, more like plums or anything, but kind of the darker stuff, the richer stuff. And there's also a little bit of spice on it too. Let's give it a cut, test out the cold draw. Using my C-Car V cutter. If you listen to me on a regular basis, you know that is the cut I generally go with, unless the stick itself lends to something different, like a torpedo that'll need a guillotine. Now, on the cold draw, I get a little bit of pepper, but I also get some very like creamy, vanilla, leathery notes as well. And it's an easy draw, but it's not a too easy draw. It's got a little resistance to it, but it's not tight. And from one end to the other, there aren't any like soft spots or anything like that in the stick. It's very tightly wrapped. Now, Treaty Oak. I've kind of been on a Texas bourbon, Texas whiskey kick here lately. I think Texas is really starting to come into its own when you talk about whiskeys. The first license for distilleries was issued back in about 2004 or so. Treaty Oak's been around. They came on the scene a couple of years after that. And this particular offering, called the Day Drinker, it is now available in a 750 milliliter bottle, but I believe originally when they came out with this particular blend, that it was only available in 375s, and that's what I happen to have at Total Wine. So I got the 375. Perfect for going like in your back pocket, although we do drink responsibly. Don't forget that. And the reason they came out with this Day Drinker is they wanted to give spirit enthusiasts kind of a light and easy to sip whiskey that you could just kind of nurse on all day. But at the same time, something that's stiff enough, strong enough, I guess you'd say, that the hardcore purists would still enjoy it. That's kind of what they had in mind, and I haven't tried this yet, so I'm hoping this is what it's going to turn out to be like. So now, all right, I love corks, and this doesn't have a cork. I'm sorry, that's one check mark. Glass a little up here. Yeah, this is supposed to be a whiskey that pretty much anybody could drink. Texas, because of its climate, we have an extra long patio season. Winters, it only gets like really, really cold, maybe 2 or 3 months out of the year, and like August and September, blazing hot. But the rest of the year, you can pretty much find patios packed with people. All the restaurants and bars have patios. A lot of them have covered with fans and TVs, and it is patioing is an athletic activity in Texas. So if you like that kind of stuff, come on to Texas. Now the mash bill on this is 57% corn, 32% wheat, and 11% malted barley. Now the aging is 1+ years. We'll see how that goes. Typically the younger whiskeys, I like at least like 3 to 5. I just think it helps mellow the spirit down. We'll see how this goes. It is 40% alcohol by volume, so 80 proof. Now it is, I'll hold it up here where you of those of you on Instagram on the video can see it. It is a very beautiful, beautiful honey colored. Just got a beautiful kind of amber finish, and you may even be able to catch the legs on it as I swirl it in the glass. It's got some really good legs on it. It may just be a hair thin, but it does leave a nice ring and wonderful streaks down the glass. On the nose, I get just the very slightest hint of alcohol burn in the nose. It's very slight. It's almost like in your mouth, almost like tart. It's not really a burn, but it's just enough, or like you maybe just as you start having to need to sneeze. I don't know, maybe I'm getting too descriptive. But anyway, I do pick up butterscotch and toffee. Some spiced citrus, like if you were doing, if you were making apple cider, but instead of apples, you were using, oranges or tangerines or something like that. I do pick up some cereal grains, maybe some light notes of wood and fruit. I mean, you can tell this is different right off the bat because it's not where most, especially like bourbons that have been in, charred barrels for a couple of years or more, they have a real woody taste, a real woody aroma to them. This one doesn't. It's very, very light. Okay, let's try it on the palate. There is a little bit of spice burn, and it's not an alcohol burn. It's spice. It's like black pepper. kind of out on my tongue and right across the top of the back part of my mouth. It's very light, that spice, peppery is, and it's got a great mouthfeel to it. It's not really like slick or oily like maybe a lot of scotches may be, but it does have a nice little silky, almost like coating effect to it. And I pick up fruit and a little bit of wood. There's some cereal in there. It's really more like what I call it's on the chew. As you kind of work your mouth up and down, almost like you're chewing, you're getting a little bit of cereal, like cereal grains. There are some light honey undertones, and maybe even a little nuttiness, and some spice. Now the finish, it's a shorter finish. But there are some really nice lingering notes of almost like candied fruit and spice, maybe a little bit of wood, and the spice is maybe a little more like a black pepper. It does leave a little bit of like a peppery burn in your mouth, but again, not much. It's very, very light. I'm impressed for them making a spirit that you can supposed to be able to sip and over ice and in cocktails. It's really fairly complex. But let's go ahead and fire up our stick, see how these go together. I'm using my Rocky Patel 5 torch, the Envoy. It's got really good smoke production. Off the light, I pick up cedar, maybe some almonds, some baking spices, and a little bit of maybe a little bit of cocoa. And so far, it's got a really nice burn line to it. It's a little wavy, but not much. Some of that could be my lighting too. All right, let's try them together. All right, the kind of the spice and the almonds and the cocoa from the stick are really kind of blending, mashing, mixing well with kind of the fruit and the honey and a little bit of the spice off of the day drinker. And I do agree with the folks at Treaty Oak. This is a really good sipper. Now I will say, as far as the Oliva goes, you may notice that I'll take a puff off the cigar and I'll blow the smoke in the glass, and it's just kind of one of my own little tests. A lot of cigars, the way the Glencairn is shaped, it will trap the smoke in there for an extended period of time if the smoke's heavy enough. This dissipates quickly. Not really sure what that means, but there it is. But the cigar is wonderful, and so is the Treaty Oak Day Drinker. I think they're going to go really well together. I'm going to go ahead and burn the stick down to the halfway mark, and I will come back and give you an update for those of you that are listening to the podcast. Hold on. Hey Stoners, I am back, and this pairing is going very, very well. The spice and the cocoa and the stick is pairing wonderfully with the honey and the fruit and the spice and the treaty oak. Uh, the cigar is definitely not not a real complex cigar, but it is a wonderful cigar. The treaty oak does have quite a bit going on, but still, I think that one is not really overpowering the other. I think that they are really complementing each other very well, and it kind of allows you to focus on the different flavors off of each offering. The stick is performing well on the construction side. There's a couple of little waves in it, but other than that, it's got a really nice straight burn line, great smoke production. The ash is nice little neat stacked layers coming up the stick. Hadn't dropped ash yet. Hopefully it'll be, maybe I can set a world record. We'll see. I'm really impressed with both. Of course, I've had the Series V Melanio before, and I think it's a great cigar. Actually, normally I just have a couple, one a test smoke and the one I do for the show. But I cracked open an entire box of the Melanios that had been in my King Chi cigar cabinet for a while. So hey, go check the folks out over at King Chi. You can find links to them in my bio and over on the Sticks-n-Stonez, Sticks-n-Stonez.com webpage. I don't know what I'd do without that King Chi cigar cabinet. It is wonderful. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and burn this down to the band and finish the treaty oak off, and I will come back and give you my final thoughts. Hey Stoners, I am back. I am in a wonderful place right now, just personally. This stick and spirit went extremely well together. The flavor profiles melded well, complemented each other. I would give the Oliva Series V Melanio, which kind of matchsticks, which kind of mirrors Cigar Aficionado's rating. It had some great flavors on the palate. It was very well constructed. Not a razor sharp burn line, but not a terrible burn line either. It was just kind of wavy all the way around. So, hey, it was fine. Not worth any deduction, I would give the Treaty Oak Day Drinker, I would give it a 90 Whiskey Stones. It has some really great flavors on its profile as well. It is a moderately priced spirit, and I really, I may be using way too many reallys in this segment, but I want to do a separate review of the spirit, and I want to test it. Of course, I've already had it neat, but test it neat, test it over ice, and test it in a cocktail, because that's really kind of what it's made for, and I don't think you can really get the full appreciation for it unless you try them all. So probably want to be looking for that coming up, because I really think I should. I very much think I should try that if I want to be completely. I don't know. I don't even know what the word is. I can't think of it. Let's just move on. I hope you enjoyed this pairing. Leave me some thoughts and comments on how you like this episode or how you like the show in general. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, share, notify. I have some great pairings and some new content coming up. I think you probably noticed there's been a lot of changes here over the last few months in the show. We've got our new website out there, Sticks-n-Stonez.com, STICKS, letter N, STONEZ.com. You can go and kind of read a little bit about me. You can get the blog, which has got alcohol, cigars, football, a little bit of everything there. You can catch episodes of the podcast. There's a podcast page where if you want to listen directly from there. And also it has a page for all of our affiliate partners, the affiliate marketing. I am an affiliate marketer for all the brands that are listed there, and anytime you click on those, I may be getting a little commission from the advertiser. So But I'm wearing my nice Carhartt shirt. Carhartt's one of ours. Huck, the high performance fishing apparel. Greg Norman, you may, if you're like I am, you may remember Greg Norman. He was a pretty decent PGA golfer, and I've always loved his menswear. And we got some more things kind of on the horizon. Not to mention the fact that between Total Wine and Cigars International, you will have a direct link to the stick and the spirit right in the description of today's show. So all you have to do is while you're listening, you can just click the link and you'll go right out to their site, right to the stick and right to the spirit, and you can order it, whatever, go pick it up, all that kind of stuff. So if anybody that you know doesn't get the show, like I said, please share it. We're pretty much available anywhere. Pandora, Spotify, Apple Podcast, Google Podcast. I've been pushing Sprecher here lately, which is part of iHeartRadio. You can also catch, it's still audio, but you can catch the episodes on YouTube through Sprecher. Go out to YouTube, you can Google us up and find all the episodes. They automatically post when I upload it to Sprecher. They send it over to YouTube. So, hey, like I said, you can pretty much get us anywhere. I greatly appreciate everybody, and I hope you keep listening. I am enjoying this ride. I hope you are too. Until we get to be together again, keep your sticks dry, your stones cold, and have a great day.